Come in. Take it. SANGRAM PRADHAN.
Yes.
SANGRAM Babu. You have done your BTech in National Institute of Technology, Warangal.
Yes.
Thermodynamics and engineering, and then research. And interestingly, your subject is mathematics.
Yes. Yes.
Achha. Very good. Are you employed somewhere, assistant manager?
No, sir. I have resigned in 2022, and then I have been preparing for civil services.
Why you didn't opt for any other job, and why civil service?
Sir,
As a science graduate, there are many options before you.
sir, I felt that after the industry exposure at Maruti Suzuki, I felt that the analytical abilities that I have acquired and the leadership roles that I have assumed over the course of my academic background and
What was precisely your role in Maruti Suzuki?
sir, I was a seat and seatbelts design engineer, and I was working in the capacity of assistant manager. My role was basically dealing with vendors, designing the seatbelt specifications that are to be used and supplied by the vendors for.
Then your domain is very limited.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes.
What type of exposure you got?
Sir, no, sir, because it was engineering. First of all, it was an engineering vertical. So I got the development.
Do you have any idea about the state administration or just national administration per se,
Yes. Sir.
or the issues relating to farmers, relating to artisan, traders, other communities in the group?
Yes.
Have you ever come across their issues?
Yes, sir. While studying for civil services, I have come to realize the social issues and the economic issues that different groups, different marginalized sections and vulnerable sections are facing, which may include farmers or the labor class, even women. So, the diverse set of problems that.
What is the main thrust of the administration?
Sir, it is ensuring that inclusive development takes place. All the different groups, because India is a very diverse country, so all different groups that are there, they have diverse set of problems, diverse set of situations. They have different social and different economic conditions. So, as a civil servant, as an administrator,
Do we have any such group specific programs?
yes, sir. For different groups, we have different initiatives, and an administrator's role is to implement those initiatives.
Please elaborate it.
Yes, sir.
What type of schemes or programs
Yes,
for
sir.
whom?
So, for example, for the scheduled tribes, we have Eklavya Model Residential Schools. We have the PM Janman Yojana, and for women, we have different schemes like.
What are the national programs which applies irrespective of community, classes and groups?
So, for example, in education, we can think of the midday meal scheme. For employment, we can think of the MG Narega scheme. For startups, there is Mudra Yojana. So, across different fields, different sectors, there are different schemes that are being run by both the central government and the state.
Do you think that midday meal program is a worth spending program?
Yes, sir, definitely, because India is facing
What is the rationale? What is the philosophy behind implementing that scheme?
so the philosophy is that particularly for children from weaker sections, the poorer sections, they
No, it is given to all.
yes, sir. So
Whoever
it
is reading up
basically
to
for
8.
tackling the nutrition problem, sir. The nutrition problem and ensuring that the children comes to school and the enrollment goes up, and the literacy level of India as a whole.
Do you think that through such program we have achieved our goal?
So some to
ଟିକେ
some extent we
ବିଜି
have
ଅଛି
achieved it,
ମିଟିଂରେ
but
ମେସେଜ
more
ଦେଇ
works need
ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ
to be done
WhatsApp
because there have been cases of discrimination, there have been cases of quality issues, and the nutritional
Discrimination.
yes, not exactly because of the implementation of the scheme, but those who are taking the benefit. For example, there have been cases where a Dalit cook who is preparing the midday meal and
But
the
you-
other castes are not.
It is not a discrimination per se by the.
Not by the
It is an
administration.
implementational problem.
Yes, sir.
In few cases, for that matter, for any schemes, there will be some
Yes, sir.
here or there are some problems will be there. But these are not the problem or the issues which affect the schemes.
SANGRAM,
Yes, sir.
you have made a good academic career across. That's wonderful. But for an administrator, what matters more, knowledge or skill?
Sir, I think it is a combination of both, but more than knowledge, the skill matters.
What skills you possess to be
Sir.
an administrator?
So, first of all, I think based on my engineering background and my mathematics optional, I have gained analytical abilities which I can use to logically approach the various complex problems that a civil servant faces in their
So you
commitment to their duty.
do have an analysis, problem analysis,
Yes, sir.
social problem analysis.
Yes, sir.
That's
Sir, apart from that, I have also assumed leadership roles in different phases of my life. For example, as a school house captain, or even during my graduation, I acted as a go-kart team captain.
how are you going to conduct a meeting as a video?
Sir,
Bringing power in
Yes.
the chair. You have called for a meeting.
yes,
So how will you conduct it?
sir, I have to ensure that all the stakeholders, everyone who has a skin in the game, is there, and their opinion is taken into account. They are consulted properly, and the meeting should be transparent, and there should be proper agenda for it.
How do you think documents or documentation helps an administrator?
Sorry, sir.
Documents or documentation helps an administrator.
Sir, documents.
Will you be a success to someone?
Yes, sir.
If you get promoted, someone will succeed.
Yes, sir. So it sets a precedent for the future administrators.
Difference, right?
Yes, sir.
So how does digital or digitalization helps administration?
Sir, it improves the service delivery aspect. It ensures efficiency. For example, the direct benefit transfer. It makes use of the digital processes, so thereby reducing leakages.
What
So,
will make good governance?
sorry, sir.
What will make good governance?
Sir, good governance basically means that the governance that the administrator is doing.
Transparency, accountability, right?
Yes, sir. Sir, those are the elements of good governance. Yes, sir.
To be very specific.
Yes, sir. It is based on consensus. It is based on rule of law. There should be accountability.
But what do you take if they say a sensitive government?
Yes, sir.
What do you mean by that? A sensitive government.
Sensitive government.
Insensitive, they
So
don't pay
sensitive
any-
government. If I have to guess, then I
No guess. You have to be sensitive to the people its demands.
Yes, sir.
You have to perceive something well ahead. You have to smell the things before.
Yes, sir. They need to be proactive and ensure that people's demands are met.
Sir.
SANGRAM,
Yes, sir.
congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Because the meaning of Warangal,
Meaning of Varangal. Sir, actually am not sure.
what is the difference between Sikandarabad and Hyderabad?
So they are twin cities. Hyderabad was established by the Nizams of Hyderabad. However, Sikandrabad was established as a cantonment area by the Britishers. So that is the basic difference between those twin cities.
What about Cyberabad?
So Cyberabad, as such, there is no official name per se, but Cyberabad is where the tech companies are located in between Sikandrabad and Hyderabad.
You have thermodynamics knowledge,
Yes.
okay? What is that?
So thermodynamics basically deals with the heat transfer aspect. For example, the different forms of heat transfer through conduction, convection, radiation, and how the systems perform, how the machines perform, how heat is transmitted. For example, the refrigerator or the AC that we are using, it works on the thermodynamic principles that when heat, you need to extract heat from a cold source and give it out to a hot source by applying some work which is applied in the form of electricity. So thermodynamics basically deals with that.
Does it concern with creation of it?
No, sir. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed.
Heat, not
Sir, heat is another form of energy, so both are interchangeable. Like the first law of thermodynamics, it says that energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transformed from one form to another. So in thermodynamics, we basically convert work to heat or heat to work.
So heat is a form of
Energy conversion. Yes.
so if there is no heat, you can create it
Sir,
by burning, by using create your heat by using something in the heater,
sir, that also requires some form of work.
whatever it may.
Yes.
But it's a creation.
Yes.
Heat is created by conversion of energy from one form to the another.
Yes.
Form. Okay. But the point is that apply it to your administration.
Yes.
Sometimes you have a team of workers in your block. Okay. Say 10 or 20 members under you working there. Some people are very cold in their performance.
Yes.
You have to create heat in their work performance. What does it mean? Creating heat in their performance means
Sir,
creating what?
motivating them to perform their functions in a more efficient manner.
So it is creation of efficiency.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Improvement of efficiency. How can you do?
Sir, we can do it through regular training, and there can be key performance indicators through which their performance can be judged. There can be accountability mechanisms like social audit, so that the team members' accountability is ascertained. Then we can also apply citizens charter from in the department and designate the role of.
How can you identify the reason of not being efficient?
Sir,
As a video, you are posted as video.
yes,
And how can you do it?
sir, I think foremost we require clear communication, and there should be transparency between the video and the worker who is not performing to his potential. There should be clear communication.
How can you do it? I mean, exact actual action to do it.
Sir, to find out why he is
Whatever you are telling,
Yes, sir.
to reduce communication gap is a means to increase the efficiency. How can you reduce communication gap?
Sir, to holding regular meetings through using technology, we can leverage technology as well to assign workflow.
Okay, but good if you have to find out the deficiency gap in knowledge, skill, and attitude of the person.
Yes,
Accordingly, you fit.
yes.
If knowledge is deficient, give the guidelines to detail. If training skill is deficient, give training like that. You will do. You can do that as video. Okay.
Yes, so we have to map the efficiency. Understood, sir.
Okay. Suppose that there is certain infrastructural deficiency for which the person's efficiency is being reduced. How can I solve it as a video?
Sir, can you please elaborate?
Equipment deficiency. Suppose there is no computer or the computer becomes deformed and the performance is reduced. What will be your role as video?
Sir, I have to request the appropriate departments through the communication channels to assign either a repairing agent so that the infrastructure problem, the computer problem can be resolved, or if that is not possible, we have to replace it.
You
Sup-
go through
suppose-
the
nahi.
sir.
Suppose today is the last date or tomorrow is the last date for applying for a particular post which requires caste certificate of person, those who belong to certain caste or income certificate of certain persons. The person in your office dealing with that, his computer goes out of order.
Yes, sir.
What will you do? You will write to the authority, your collector or sub-collector to provide you a set
No,
and
sir.
tell the boys that my system has gone out of order, so I cannot provide you the certificate.
Sir, in the short term, I can look for, like in my team, if there is some spare computer, so that
Suppose there is no net connectivity. Somehow it is not available on a particular day. For thousands of cases you have to address. How you will address?
So for different.
I am telling you
Yes, sir.
one instance
Yes.
which occurred last year, probably in the few days in the March last week,
Yes.
in the special treasury which deals with about more than 20,000 pensioners. During December, in November last week, November first week or last week, they could not the pensioners came in a huge number, but net was not. They could not update their life certificates. There are 5, including the treasury officer, there are 5 additional treasury officers. One treasury officer was narrating before me. What they did, they all came down. They did it manually. They did it manually and disposed of by 9 p.m. in the night. So they didn't prefer to let the old people, pensioners, suffer.
Yes.
In administration, you remember, you are dealing with men, not machine,
Yes.
like your previous posting.
Yes.
You should have empathy, sympathy, which is cardinal principle in administration, not your knowledge,
Yes.
not your expertise.
Yes.
You should have this thing.
Sir, in a development, which items are more important according to planning, implementation, monitoring? You know all these things?
Yes.
Evaluation, documentation. Out of the 5, which is most important according to you?
Sir, based on my past experiences at Maruti Suzuki and the Japanese principle, I feel that planning is very important because as Japanese people, they, for example, the metro system, the high-speed rail corridor that is going on between Ahmedabad and Mumbai, they spend a lot of time on planning, and they plan for each intricate detail, so that when the time for implementation comes, they have already accounted for any problem that can occur. And if even if there is
In
a
that case,
Yes.
we come across another two terms, need-based planning and participatory planning.
Yes, sir.
What are these? You have to do that.
Yes, sir.
As BDO or Tahsildar, you have to do need-based planning.
Yes, sir.
What does it mean?
Sir, based on what is required, we have to implement the development schemes.
How can you know it? You have to do another action. What is
Yes,
that
sir. We
action?
have to make use of various assessments, various surveys to find out.
That is called need assessment, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then you go for planning.
Yes, sir.
And what is participatory planning?
Sir, we consult the various stakeholders and take their demands into consideration. We let them participate.
In case of block development administration, who are the grassroots level stakeholders?
Sir, the people in the block,
In the form of
the elected representatives from the Gram Panchayat, from the municipalities. They are the basic stakeholders because they are the representatives of the people. So they can bring to attention what is the need of the people.
no. The primary are the Gram Sabhas, not just the representative. It was one day the representative was speaking. Now is the day of decision making, planning, everything from the
Gram
Gram Sabha. Okay. Thank you for your answering in a very nice way. ये भले पढ़ी चलो, भलो आंसर दो तो बहुत प्रकार अच्छे टाइम ये रो पढ़ी चलो
Very
and
best of luck.
केबे अच्छी डेट केबे अच्छी
Sir, 20th.
काफी पढ़ी आप
Thank
बहुत
you.
बहुत दिन संग्राम
Yes, sir.
तुम ऊपर न्याचुराली सार जहाँ जहाँ पचार डीपली पचारे
Again, sir?
डीपली पचारे
Okay.
बीटेक पिला एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के काम